It's 7:30 a.m. right now. Winter break. January 2nd, 2025. The new year. I'm in an interesting place mentally. Very interesting place. A lot of thoughts in my head. Of various kinds. Philosophical, personal, psychological. Well, they're thoughts, I guess. They're all psychological in a sense. But, I don't know. What do I know? Montaigne. What do I know? Questions. I'm gonna read this one from here. If I can find it. Give me a second. There you are. Okay, so Emile Cioran, page 116 of The Trouble with Being Born. Existence equals torment. The equation seems obvious to me, but not to one of my friends. How to convince him? Could not lend him my sensations. Yet only they would have the power to persuade him, to give him that additional dose of ill-being he has so insistently asked for all this time. I think this is a good way of putting it. Like, different people have a different texture of reality, and given that texture, they will develop certain beliefs and be able to communicate certain things with certain other people. Sometimes the lapses in communication, or like just the plain inability to communicate certain ideas, feels like it's just a difference in texture that I just can't lend you my perceptions, my sensations. I mean, like, there's a gap. I can't. Communication is the attempt to pull people closer to us, but it's not completely possible. You can't do that. It's a failed ideal. Communication in some ways always impossible. And it's frustrating because oftentimes you want people to see and to understand. Just because some of us get sad, and possibly sad, and for reasons we can't always explain. Sometimes we just don't want to. But there's that neediness under all of it. The needs, emotional needs, social needs. Even after all that isolation, you still want people in one way or another, even if it's only in the abstract. Emotions are tricky. Emotions are the trickiest. Humans are tricky. In general, like, we have all these conflicting desires and thoughts, flows and counterflows, the oblivion, the void behind it all, and all the names we impose on top of it. What will we do with ourselves? What indeed? Do any of us know? I know I don't. I've suffered for insomnia for most of my life, I feel. I lay down and rest my eyes, but sleep never comes. Time insomnia lets you rest in those in-between times where it's neither today, nor yesterday, nor tomorrow. Time you should be asleep, but time, neither morning nor evening, perhaps night, yes, but there's a liminality to it, the time between times. It can be a gift. You can find infinity there. Your thoughts, yourself, basking in the not quite silence. Oh yes, it can be a gift. In this video and the last, I have found myself quoting myself from my own writings, and I find that to be interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's what I remember, but I wonder, what to think about that. Quoting yourself. I mean, not just oh, this is what I've said, but just passively, you return to the same ideas and say the things you know how to say. I don't know. It makes me slightly uncomfortable every time I do it, but it's also what comes to me. Not this, though. This is an original idea, at least for me. I'm sure other people have had it before. I'm sure it's not a unique experience. There's a lot of us, and you'd be surprised how many other weird people there are, how many people are weird in similar ways that we are. Cloudy skies. Clouds, aren't they miracles? Clouds are really awe-inspiring. They don't always feel real, honestly. One could conceptualize all of human behavior as an attempt to cope with our experiences. I mean, yeah, that just sounds profound. It's kind of obvious. I don't know. What am I talking about? Who knows? Do you have the thoughts I have? Do they overlap in meaningful ways? I don't know. I hope so. I'm sure that it would be more pleasant for you rediscovering your thoughts in someone else rather than just watching someone rattle off new ones. I mean, the latter would probably be more enlightening given that you can endure it all, but the former would connect you, would connect us. Either are interesting, but, just pros and cons, differences and whatnot.